Alright, so they actually have a really strong team because they have Soraka, Ryze, Morgana mid. So they have really good sustain damage. And they have Soraka, so she's gonna be they will keep kind of baiting us on those type of things. Here we have some CC, but I don't think it's enough for the Soraka by any means. They went Syra Ashe, Lux mid into Morgana. I don't know. I think she realized she picked her into Morgana, and Morgana just kind of does more than Lux for a while. Here, this is a weird matchup. Ryze into top lane Graves. I probably could have picked something else, but for some reason I wanted to play Graves. That might have been a mistake of picking top laner who has more team potential. Because if you think about it, Graves will the trick with Graves is that sustain build, like Death Stance or something, where you kind of just soak a bunch of damage and you're a pretty tanky ranged champion. But and I also took Ignite. That's something else to notice. Because I was looking for kill potential and reducing their healing. At least one target's healing. But Ryze, by the very nature of the kit, is going to have sustained damage and a lot more than I do. Especially because my cooldowns are quite long. But like a Maw Death Stance build is what I'm going for. But it takes a while. It takes that gold, a lot of gold to get there. So I'm CSing halfway decently in this game. I'm giving him a lot of pressure. It is a bit expected, but he does. We trade flash for flash, which means he still has TP, so he gets that advantage as well as he cleans up on the CS. Mid lane just got, so I think solo killed. It might have been Lee Sin with him. Oh no, it was Sejuani in the mid lane that died to Morgana. Here, this is a little bit weird of a. Me walking down here, that's a little bit of a weird thing. I didn't really need to. I could have just hid in the bush. I'm not dropping a ward yet. I have my ward, which is a little weird. But now we're going to make plays. I just ulted early because I wanted to get out of the range. Here, he still saved TP. That's interesting to note. And I see Lee Sin Q in there. Here I just kind of hide. Then I believed I see TP. I figured he TP'd here because he got the lane so quickly. Taking teleport versus ignite. So I don't like teleport on Graves. Because like he doesn't I feel a little lackluster when he teleport ganks for some lane. One thing to note about the bot lane is Ashe had to go from 1 to 4 I think with no support, so they got a bunch of free farm, so she's way behind. Morgana is crapping on this Lux's CS. Lee Sin is killing Dragon. That's pretty typical. Here that gives them a whole bunch of more sustain, which they really don't need. Out of combat sustain. So if that triggers out of combat, we're kind of screwed. Or if they can pick a fight with an Aqua Drake that's not really worthwhile for them, and then recover their health and such. Maybe not in the CS because I believe that counts as in combat, or it should. So they kill Soraka, Sejuani dies again. This is a little bit of a weird thing. I feel like mid lane Morgana just does so much more work than Lux at the moment. especially that she's already finished her Rod of Ages. This was a bit of a misplay because I dashed into him, and I pay for it. And I thought I was going to kill him, but his passive triggered, and I think he leveled right away. But essentially that he still had his ult, he had spell vamp and shield and stuff, so that didn't really matter. Morgana's still huge, and you're going to notice that she just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. She gets huge spell shields, which like Lux with not enough AP won't be able to block.
They are blind.
Alright. So Leeson there, I think I just died there, right? No? Oh, I just...
Wait, I'm killing people?
What was I doing? I don't know what I was doing there. Wow.
Hey, go through the cohort. That's it.
Okay, I'm grouping. I feel like I should be grouping because I don't... Alright, so I'm a little bit picked off here. Sorry, I had to answer a message there. So I'm a little low and I can't go respond there, but they release the pressure from top lane because Ryze backs off, which is nice. Honestly, I do want to take some time to talk about the picking an uncomfortable pick and ranked or slash in general. I should have done more research. How Graves Top plays, because you'll see that I actually don't have any idea. I think I'm a tank, but then I am not really a tank. This was such a good. If only we got the damage off. This could have been such a good. That would have been probably a penta for someone. Ashe is so behind that she's still kind of weak. Ryze is gonna. This is weird because Ryze shows that he has that shield and now he has ult. Okay, she eats the Lee Sin Q and takes damage from Ryze, so that was just Lux overextended. All right. Here we're kind of just falling behind now. So we just lost that team fight. We're kind of low on morale as a solo queue team or dynamic queue team, whatever. Which actually plays a big part in being successful in ranked, is kind of keeping your head up in ranked. This is their second Aqua Dragon or Water Dragon, and that means they have huge sustain out of lane. Out of lane, but also just out of combat. So if they walk in the jungle, they'll start healing stuff. which is huge for us, for them, I should say. It's a huge disadvantage for us. So the gold lead just keeps going. Even though we are fairly close to kills, this is all like one team fight could really make the difference there. Here, I'm just kind of trying to eat up CS. No one's really CSing too well. Morgana's doing a lot better than everyone else. Let's see if I could have played that better. Oh yeah, no, I didn't need to jump in there. And I have ult. Oh, I used ult. Oh. And now I'm in the middle of the fight, and Morgana is huge. And she has Zhonya's. Okay, so that's what really lost us the fight there. Here I'm trying to snipe, or kind of dodge stuff, but I think the red buff burn kills me. Yep. And this, let me see this. Let me see if Lux just held out on us. No, she doesn't have ult. If we had ult, this would have been a lot better. So, Zyra dies. And Lux has ult right now. So I would have just ulted like right now. Right now. No. Like if you're gonna stay, just do something here. But then you ult one of the most mobile characters they have, so that's a little bit of a weird thing. And she ends up paying for it. This Lee Sin's huge on the board. Zone and Morgana's doing a lot of work for them. As well as Morgana Soraka's huge just as a team. Because the spell vamp is really nice and then Soraka heals. It makes Morgana unkillable. We get a nice pick onto Ryze. He was like derping in our jungle. We could collapse on that. I don't have ult, and that's a little weird. We have Sejuani ult, but I don't think that's gonna do much for us, especially where Morgana can just black shield a carry. I think Zyra's just caught out. Oh, where did Zyra die from? Oh yeah, she was just taking them on a nice way, a nice walk up Baron and River. So we lose that. Oh no, not yet. Okay. This is a little weird to do Zyra ult and Sejuani ult on single people rather than a bunch of people. Zyra kind of misstepped there. There's no mobility on Zyra, so here I should back up a bit. I'm just trying to wave clear. I don't really trust Lux to do it. Notice that black shield is huge. I'm just kind of getting through here. Ashe has no real 1v1 potential, especially into a red buff Lucian. Sejuani walking down doesn't make sense. And I believe they just keep up the pressure down top and bot, and I think they make a pick on bot. This is their third Aqua Dragon, so we have to like kill them in the fight. And if we chase them, we're gonna kind of lose because they'll be able to turn on us once their health regen kicks back in. Here, they are doing a nice jump around. So when you have like 3 or 4 people just kind of blocking your siege, move up to a different position, especially when your wave is colliding or about to collide, and it makes them all move, and then you can kind of keep going back and forth and try to catch a rotational error. Zyra's out of position. Bye, Zyra. Here, we almost got... Okay, we finally get Lee Sin. But we lose the game off of that, essentially. Because it's Sejuani, her wave clear is atrocious. Zyra's up, but they get plenty of this. They have enough minions and people here where that inhibitor is dead. And I think I die one more time. Holy. Executioner Calling. I guess I could have gone Executioner Calling, because it is a Zyra, or sorry, it is a Soraka Morgana Ryze. So that would help reduce some of the healing taken, but we're 18,000 gold behind, so this game is probably sealed. That was a good almost pick on him. Ryze is the one who majorly has error in his positioning, and we keep capitalizing on it, but we don't do anything off. We can't really do anything else because they're still just so strong as 4 members. They've Baron and they're sieging up mid, and they now move down to bot, which has an open inhib. Okay, don't build Luden's Echo when you're so behind. That's really silly. Holy. I was trying to kill that Morgana, but couldn't. Ryze comes in and we're deadzo. I don't think my Maw's up. Yeah, my Maw's not up, so I'm deadzo. But a part of the build, Maw Death Stance isn't that bad of a build. I think I should have gone Sterix Gauge or something, maybe tanky. I guess the Sejuani build's fine. There's nothing screaming wrong. The Luden's Echo's fairly wrong. And Zyra, I don't think you need a rush Sightstone, or the upgraded Sightstone. Yes, it gives you that health, but yeah. I would have liked to see a Locket as well, because they have double AP, which would be a lot nicer than the Ryze. So that's my Graves game that I lost, and I didn't really touch about a lot of the micro in the laning. One key part was mana usage. I kept spamming my spells for really no reason, because I could have just autoed the waves, and because Graves kind of auto shoves with his auto attack animation, I was constantly and having to back, so I was making a lot of inefficient backs. And what else? Oh, just the position. I really shouldn't have picked Graves. I don't have the games behind him to bring him into rank, so that is my mistake. And especially with someone with Ryze, he's a little bit unique, and he gets a rework so often. But if he plays a bit of Ryze, he's gonna definitely beat me with Graves, who has very limited games on. So that's that.